and we're gonna go scoop up not just 2 big fish tanks, but also they're full of fish too, and they're big. There's a fish in there that's over 1 foot long. The pleco dwarfs him, monstrous. She got them from Hans Discus. Pigeon blood red, 3 more big cichlids. Not sure exactly what they are. We got a whole box full of goodies. We picked up 4 loaches today. I mean, an RO system. What is this? Oh, nice, this is full. What is this? Whoa, that is a bunch of razor blades. This actually was a free tank. It's tank haul time again. It's been a while since we picked up some tanks, but we've had a few recently. I picked up this tank for free the other day. I think it's a 29 gallon. I got this old crusty 55 gallon, but you know we like them crusty. Unfortunately, this one had a broken brace, but this was a Craigslist kind of curb find. This was not a free tank, or was this a free tank? This actually was a free tank. This was a free tank that I got a while ago. With the help of my Uncle David, I actually borrowed his truck, and we're doing it again today because we're still rocking the Ford Focus. That's right, guys. Where I was able to get this 55 gallon for free and the 29 gallon for free. Easily threw them in the back of the hatchback here. Unfortunately, this whole setup didn't fit, so I was able to borrow my Uncle David's pickup truck, and the tank haul we're going to pick up today is also not going to fit in the back of the Focus, guys. So Uncle David's on his way here to pick me up, and we're going to go scoop up not just 2 big fish tanks, but also they're full of fish too. So I'm prepping these buckets. We got the portable air pump, and we got the buckets on the ready because we got some cool fish. We may end up be keeping some of these fish. All right, guys, we got the tanks and the fish. Here's a little sneak peek. Gorgeous fish. Not only were those fish there, but so much more. We got bow front heaven, guys. Bow front on bow front on bow front. There is extras, accoutrements, as we may say, but we got glass tops, tons of extra stuff. Can't wait to get back to the fish cave and check it all out. This was actually close to an hour away, so the least I could do was treat my uncle to some lunch. We found this little hole-in-the-wall barbecue. It was amazing. Back in the fish cave and just unloaded the haul from today. And this one was awesome. People, once again, amazing people. Best of luck on the move. They were moving up from Florida to Georgia, selling their house, getting rid of everything. So we were lucky enough to pick up a couple of tanks and some fish and lots of extras. Love the extras. Both of these tanks are bow front. I think this is it's a 42 gallon bow front. Really nice looking tank. Gonna clean it up. Little dirty. Got 3 buckets of fish. Some big fish. I can tell you right now, we're not gonna keep all of them. They're just too big. Some of them are just gonna be too the space requirements. But I think we're gonna hang on to a few. I'm gonna be dropping them into this tank right here. I got the heater set up in here. It's currently December. It's a beautiful December day out here in Florida. I think it's actually in the mid 70s, maybe even close to 80 degrees. But that being said, it still gets down pretty low at night. So these fish that we're putting in here like a little bit of warmer temperature. We got stacks of some bloodworms and some beef heart and some other frozen foods, some cichlid mix, because some of the fish we got were cichlids. We got some loaches today also. This was a really good find, guys. You don't find 4 loaches that often, and we picked up 4 loaches today. This is a piece of driftwood. I had no idea that was in this. This is a really cool piece of driftwood, actually. I haven't dug through all this, but there's an RO system in here. I mean, an RO system. Very, very lucky to scoop this one up. There's some of the fish right here. This is the larger tank. This was the 70, I think it's a 72 gallon. I think that's what the bow fronts are. Instead of 75, they're 72. But they have the lights. Both of these tanks come with glass tops, lights. We got a python. There's some other type of light fixture in here. She was explaining to me about different colors or something. I'm gonna play around with it. But stands in good shape. Needs a good cleaning, but that's okay. We got a big old canister filter. There's the top to the Sun. It came with that Sun filter right there. This one just had that hang on the back. And then we got a few more buckets of fish over here. As you can see, there's only 3 fish in that bucket, and I think there's 2 fish in that bucket, and they're big. There's a fish in there that's over 1 foot long. We're gonna throw those fish into the sump for a while and get the fish in this bucket into this tank. We're gonna get some of these fish out of the buckets and into this 75 gallon sump I'm gonna use as kind of a holding tank. It's been cycled. I keep some snails in here, keep it cycled in the sponge filter. There's some cichlids, I'm not sure what they are. This guy right here is a huge common pleco, so gonna find somebody hopefully with a pond, because he's gonna need a pond. Let's see what fish this is. There's two fish in here, the pleco, and then I think this may be a Jack Dempsey. Let me know. This is a big fish. The pleco dwarfs him, but this is like a full grown, pretty sure it's a Jack Dempsey. Probably at least 7-8 inches. Okay. Let's get this monstrous pleco. This guy's a beast. He is a beast. Oh man. Beautiful. These guys are beautiful, but just monstrous. Just insanely big. This guy was in a 42-gallon tank, along with all these cichlids. So he'll be happy to get an upgrade for sure. Got 3 more fish in here, 3 more big cichlids. Not sure exactly what they are. I think there's another Jack Dempsey. She was talking about some breeding action going on and some babies. So I'm not sure if this is another Jack Dempsey. Maybe this is a male and female pair. These are some thick fish, guys, like big, thick fish. I think that may be a male and female Jack Dempsey. I'm not sure. Pretty sure those are the same fish. And then we got some other fish in here, which I think are, I'm not sure these are African cichlids or what, but once again, thick fish. That looks like a tilapia or something. Anyone know? Drop me in the comments down below. I have no idea what that is. Looks really washed out right now. I'll have to get some better footage, maybe hopefully later, but not a small fish. Once again, very thick fish, but not sure what species that is. And I think there's one more fish in here. Let's see if we can't get him out of the bucket. Yeah, there was a total of, I guess this makes 5 fish. Okay, wow, there's the stripes. Yeah, that guy was stressed out beyond belief because now it's all striped up. So I have no idea. I'll have to get a better picture. And then same thing, I think that's an African cichlid, but just big boy, fully grown fish. She had these tanks set up for a while, at least 4 or 5 years. I think she said the pleco, she said maybe 15 years old, which I believe it. But these fish will be happy to get some new homes. Like I said, they were all in this 42-gallon bow front tank right there. So they're definitely spreading their fins. I've been waiting extra long for the fish in this bucket because I want to make sure that they acclimate properly. The temperature is good. I threw a heater in here, got the thermostat. Let's get them out of the bucket. They are 2 big, beautiful discus. She got them from Hans Discus. She showed me the paperwork and how much she paid for them. Obviously, they're so much bigger now than they were. I mean, these guys are, I mean, we'll see them in the tank, but they're huge. They're as big as when I was at Jack Watley Discus, saw some of his big breeders, and even some of the ones that were like too big to breed. And these were kind of that status. The one in the back is a pigeon blood, I believe, which is one of the ones that I really liked when I was at Jack Watley. And this one up front is a cobalt blue or something, I believe. And if you're looking over here, we got some loaches. There is 1 clown loach and 3, I think these are the Kubatai loaches. I forget their other names. I think they have a few different ones, but really cool. So probably gonna hang on to these fish. Hopefully they acclimate well. They seem to be doing good. I already put some of it into this tank. She was keeping them, she was not using the RO system actually. She was using the neutral regulator, a product I had actually never heard of, but not only does it remove the chlorine and chloramines and detoxifies ammonia, so it's a powder, so it's kind of like safe, which is what I use, like the powdered form of prime to detoxify and get the water ready for fish and water changes. But this also is supposed to adjust the pH to 7. All right, so our water here and her water, she confirmed, was a little over 7. My water, I know, was the same, a little over 7. But she hasn't been keeping them in RO water. She's literally been just adding that. So I'm gonna do that. There's actually not a ton of it left in there, but I will be using it for these fish, at least for now. They're beautiful. I don't wanna risk, transitioning them to something different. But really excited to try my hand at these. I've been scared to try discus because we all hear that they need the soft water. It's the next morning. I actually started cleaning the tanks. I got some of the bow fronts started and just getting them nice and cleaned out. And then I remembered that I still have to go through this box of stuff. So I wanted to do that before we went too much further. First, let me give you guys a quick update on the Discus. I ended up, I had a long night, busy night. It was good, productive stuff. Switched up a bunch of fish in the fish cave here. I'll update you guys that in the future. I am shuffling around that tank that was out here, that 55-gallon tank, that stand. I'm gonna switch out from the 55-gallon in the house. So I moved that to the house. I ended up putting the Discus and the Loaches in another 55 over here that I set up. They're not skittish at all. The Loaches have been hanging out here. I put some more of the Pleco ceramics caves in this tank for the Loaches, and they've been enjoying them. They came with 1 clown loach and 3 of the Kubatai Loaches. And then these Kongo Tetras, I don't think I've shown these off yet. Big shout out to local fish nerds, Alex and Alex. They had some Kongo Tetras they're looking for a home for. There's 2 males and 2 females, beautiful. And he just hooked me up with them for free. So really excited to have them in here. Have the heater going. So this is gonna be my kind of warm temperature tank. I think what we're gonna do is transform this and add some more of the fish, some clown loaches from over there in that 55-gallon and add them to this tank. But let's do some unboxing or get into the boxes of stuff here. So these are the lights. Both tanks came with lights and glass tops. And actually, I forgot about this tank too. This is a 29-gallon tank. I got this stand a while ago, but about a week or 2 ago, I picked up this, another free Craigslist find. Came with a glass tops, 29-gallon tank. Has this hang-on back filter, had a heater, little siphon, just nice little score. Got to clean that up as well today. Guy was moving, listed on Craigslist in the evening, and I went and scooped it up. This is the paperwork from the Discus Hans USA. She bought these 2015, beginning of 2015. It's almost 2020, so 5 years old these Discus are. Pigeon blood red. I'm not sure, Flatchin, brilliant marble red, red turquoise. You can see the prices on these guys. These are not cheap Discus. She dropped $400 on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish. Almost $100 a fish. That's insane. But you can see the quality. I mean, they're gorgeous, gorgeous fish. So this is unbelievable. Let's see what we got here. We got this chart. I think that's what we have. We have a cobalt, and then we have a pigeon blood, not a blue, but pretty neat. I'll have to get into some more Discus. Shout out to the Jack Watley. I have to hook back up with them and get some more info on them. We got that neutral regulator, which is what she uses to adjust the pH to 7. That's how she keeps them, which is pretty cool. So they just tap water and she uses that. She doesn't do the whole RO route, even though there is an RO system here. We got a heater, looks like a 300-watt heater. I'm not a big fan of using used heaters, but we'll see. She was using it, it was in use, so that's always better than just a heater that's just been laying around. Big air pump, those are nice, just standard Whisper air pump. I'm running out of room here. I should probably put this box down. Give me a second. Let's go through some of these bags. Some cool rock here. She said she collected this in Georgia, where they're moving to. I guess they've had 2 locations for a while, or they've been visiting there. Some cool stuff. It's got some algae cover to it. This whole bag is full of some more of it. Kind of this red blocky stone. So definitely gonna do some type of escape with that. Surprisingly, they don't seem to be too skittish. They've been out. They don't seem to be too skittish or scared of the Kongo Tetras. Here are the other fish. They're doing good. Nice. The fatties from yesterday, still have those. Big old Pleco. They're doing well down in the sump there. This bag is full of just sponge foam material, which is awesome. This is all designed for canister, I think for the Sun canister. Let's see what else is in the box. So a power strip with a timer, not bad, always useful. Got another timer over here. This thing was pretty cool. It's just like an extender, or like makes 2 outlets into 4, but it also has like this little they're kind of 360, these things turn. So when we got these bulky cords and stuff, that works, it's nice. Got a brand new in the box air bubbler. We got a scrubber. Let's take a look at this RO system, because I don't know too much about them. So we got another heater there. This is pretty bad to do one-handed. Let's see here. This is a Aqua Lift RO Buddy. carbon cartridge, Aqua Life sediment cartridge. This says 450. I don't know how many gallons per day. Maybe like 50 gallons per day, 100 gallons per day. I'll do some more research on this, but excited to potentially set up our first RO system. Looks like we got another heater. Phoenix, is it a Phoenix heater? I don't think I've ever seen a Phoenix heater before. Interesting. Looks like we got another big air pump. Where'd the other one go? Oh, we got twinsies. We got gray and blue. So we got two big old air pumps. That's nice. And let's see what we got here in the boxes. Anything in these boxes? Just a tease. Let's see. We got a nice little master kit, it looks like. We'll have to go through and see if it's still good. A master kit. Let's see what kind of chemicals we got. Algae fix. Probably won't use that. Discus buffer. Okay. So maybe at one point she was using this, but interesting. Maybe play around with that. Probably not though. Melafix. Let's see what else we got. Discus trace minerals. Let's see. Okay, Icex. Actually, you've never owned Icex before. This is cool. I've never had ick. Well, I lied. I had ick when I first was into the hobby 2.5, 3 years ago. I had an ick breakout, but it's been years. Luckily, haven't had any issues, but I have Icex now in case I do. Let's see here. This is a Easy Balance Plus. Regulates ideal pH. Okay, interesting. A lot of these products I'm not familiar with because I haven't been messing with Discus. Oh, another thing of the neutral regulator. Yeah, there's two of them. This one's almost empty. This one's got a little more, but it's still fairly empty. Okay. Treats gill body and flukes. Let's hopefully don't have to deal with that. What is this? Oh, nice. This is full. Is this brand new full or is this just full? Either way, it's pretty full. Oh, it's not brand new, but it's pretty full. And also we got a Python. I already hung it up over there. It's always nice to have extra Python. They're not cheap, but when you get them for free, you can't complain. What is this? Whoa, okay. That is a bunch of razor blades. Okay. That is a bunch of razor blades. Yeah, it's in a foreign language. I'm not sure what this is, but to me it looks like a scraper. I can use this to scrape off some of the algae in the tanks, and you can affix, a sharp razor blade to it, I guess. Interesting. And there's another handle or extender or something. I'm glad that I didn't just throw my hand in there. I don't know if that was supposed to be in there or what. Let's see. Got some tropical feeding blocks. That's cool. Haven't messed around with those yet, so I may have to give those a try. And, oh, these planting forceps. That's cool. A little tiny net and then some planting forceps. These are straight ones. That's cool. I have a pair of the ones that are bent at an angle at the end, but these are the ones that are kind of straight. So that's awesome. She did say that she had some planting with a Discus at one point, but then just kind of, I guess they went to the wayside, but pretty neat. And we got some air valves, little spray bar, but not too bad. Can't complain about the mystery box. Totally forgot about the, this stand is one of those press board stands that once it gets wet, it's kind of this piece of crap. But I totally forgot about the stuff that was underneath the stand. Let's take a look and see what we got in here. Some more foams for some media pad. This is a light or a heater? This looks like a light. Some LED light strips. And what else? More foam. Some medicine. And looks like some packets of Furan 2. I don't think I've used that one before. Old school little feeder. What else do we got? Activated carbon. More activated carbon. Looks like we got lake salt, cichlid lake salt, thermometer, a little magnet scraper, rid of a fungus. Two extra little bonus items. That little LED light and filter media is always nice. And some carbon, probably put that to use. But I'm gonna get back to cleaning up these tanks. Check out other fish tank hauls right here. For other wild fish tank antics, right over here. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, especially to the end. Hope you guys get lucky out there. And as always, stay positive and stay passionate.